Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Deepika Lingdor bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. Thailand is suffering a serious crisis due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and in particular the Delta variant, from which 70% of the infected people suffer. Since the beginning of August, more than 20,000 people have been affected by the virus on average, counting only those accepted into the hospital system. As of August 7th, the total sum of those affected has reached a figure of 6,93,000 units, and the total number of victims caused by the coronavirus is 5,663. Moreover, with 9,318 people infected per million, Thailand is the 40th country in the world by number of infections. And while the vaccination program is proceeding slowly and the available vaccines are not enough for everyone, the government has proclaimed a state of emergency. A daily curfew has been imposed from 2100 to 4 at night, and it is expected that schools, which has already been using distance learning for 3 months, will have to continue in this mode throughout the school year. On April 6, 1994, the plane carrying the presidents of Rwanda and Burundi was hit by 2 rockets while landing in Kigali, capital of Rwanda. No one was saved. The attack began the Rwandan genocide and the very violent and indiscriminate massacres that also involved Burundi, with at least 800,000 people killed, tens of thousands of rapes, and as many children enlisted as soldiers. At the end of the terrible genocide, the Sons of Don Bosco started in Rango in the city of Butare in southern Rwanda, a vocational training center to help the young survivors, all poor and orphans, to acquire functional skills to obtain employment. Currently, the Salesian Vocation Training Center of Rango offers 4 different addresses: construction, carpentry, welding, and sewing, all courses lasting 2 years. The recipients of this work are mainly young people, and among them not a few very young single mothers, together with girls and boys from 17 to 25 years old in a situation of poverty and abandonment. On 2nd and 3rd August, the Board of Directors of Don Bosco Tech Africa DBTA, the body that coordinates all Salesian Vocational Training Centers CFP in Africa and Madagascar, held its annual meeting. The appointment was chaired by Father Simon Asira, AFE Inspector and President of the DBTA, and also attended by the Regional Councillor for Africa Madagascar, Father Alphonse Awudu, by the Executive Director of the DBTA, Father George TJ, and by the Salesians, Father Frederick Swai, Father Emmanuel Kanuma, and Father Alfiado Mabui. During the meeting, Father George TJ presented a report of the activities of the last year and the current and future projects. Other issues examined were the job descriptions of the Delegate for Youth Pastoral Care YMD, the Provincial Coordinator for Vocational Training PT-VET, and the Labour Service Officer JSO, the implementation of quality management systems, the implementation of DBTA change theory, and the sustainability of the institution. In addition, the Communication Department of the DBTA presented a report on its activities. Father Gabriel Romero, Councillor for the Americas Cono South region, spent the whole day of Thursday, August 5th at São Vicente Institute of Lagoa da Cruz in Campo Grande, home of the Salesian Post Novitiates that welcomes Salesian information from the Brazilian provinces of Campo Grande BCG, Belo Horizonte BBH, Recife BRE, and Manoas BMA. There, he led the curatorium, the meaning of knowledge and evaluation of the Institute's formative activities in dialogues with the superiors of the provinces involved respectively, Father Ricardo Carlos, Father Natale Vitali, Father Nivaldo Piscinati, and Father Jefferson Luis, as well as with the formation team and the post-novices themselves. The day ended with the Eucharistic celebration. Saturday, July 24th, in the historic institute opened by Don Bosco over 140 years ago in San Benigno Canaves, 185 Salesians met in compliance with the security measures for the pandemic for the feast of the Special Circumscription Italy, Piedmont and Valle d'Aosta ICP, a moment of encounter and fraternity among all the religious present. The program of the day included 4 moments: the conferral of Jubilee certificates to 28 Salesians for religious profession and to 17 priests for the presbyterate, Coordinated with panache by the provincial vicar Father Michel Molinar, the Mass in the Abbey of Frutuaria, presided over by the Inspector Don Leonardo Mancini, and solemnized in the songs by the organist Don Maurizio Palazzo and the wind instruments of Don Claudio Gion, the convivial moments prepared by the students and teachers of the catering schools of Vocational Training Center under the supervision of Carlo Villero, and visits to the institute, laboratories and bedroom of Don Bosco in Frutuaria. The director of the opera, Father Ricardo Freguerio, also intervened with the memory of the stages from the presences of Don Bosco in San Benigno, the Dean Professor Maria Elena della Pena, the President of the Past Pupils of San Benigno, Franco dell'Erba, the Mayor, Giorgio Calasso, and Professor Marco Notario, who illustrated the history of the abbey and the host parish, governed by Father Paolo Audricio. A training program for youth workers called Shepherd's Dream was organized by the Salesian Youth Ministry of the Work of Matunga in Mumbai, together with the Salesian Youth Movement of Borivali. The day, held on Sunday 25th July in compliance with the anti-contagion rules of COVID-19, was attended by 45 young people. The activities began with the Eucharist and then included several training sessions on the themes: the importance of having dreams, motivational songs, the qualities of a good animator, the joy of sharing is greater than that of excelling. The program also included a moment of Eucharistic adoration in the style of Taisa and a penitential liturgy. At the end of the day, all the young people were given a tribute souvenir. Fishermen Community Development Program, FCDP, of the Salesian province of Bangalore has marked the beginning of yet another phase of its creative community involvement with the inauguration and the first phase of its distribution of electric autos to women on August 4, 2021 in Kollam, Kerala. FCDP is a voluntary organization founded in 1979 under the guidance and leadership of the Salesians of Don Bosco, Bangalore province, for the integral development of all fisher folk living in the coastal area of Kollam, Quilon. National Youth Sunday, observed as an opportunity to recognize young people as a gift in the church and celebrate young people and affirm their contribution to the church and those who collaborate with them, came together in a distinctive celebration on August 8, 2021 at St. Teresa's Church, Sanath Nagar, Hyderabad. 20 vibrant young people of St. Teresa's Church took solemn promise that they would give their effort and talents to fulfill the duties and bring initiative that focus on the growth of the church. They vowed to be witnesses of Christ by their selfless service to humanity. As a sign of solidarity, the youth reached out to the 175 inmates of Birds of the Air, a center for the destitute Rajendra Nagar, Hyderabad. They raised money through a gospel band and offered textbooks, notebooks, stationery items, and groceries. They expressed their thanks to Father Papaya, the parish priest, Father Ashok, the youth animator, and the parish council. 40 youngsters from Don Bosco Parish, Banlaguda, participated in the maiden National Youth Sunday celebrations at Don Bosco Provincial House, Hyderabad, following the COVID protocols on Sunday, August 8, 2021. The celebrations began with the Holy Eucharist in Telugu and English, animated by the youth of the parish. Father Sarath, the vocation promoter, celebrated the Mass in Telugu, and Father Rayappa, their parish priest, in English. Father Charan, the youth director of province, spoke on finding purpose in life during a half-day seminar. Father Joseph, the resource person, said, "We need to live our vocation uniquely." Presenting the life story of Blessed Carlo Acutis, he said, "One must emulate the qualities of this great saint of our time and practice in our day-to-day lives." Father Joseph also highlighted the importance of the document by Pope Francis, Fratelli Tutti, saying, "The document invites everyone to live in the society as brothers and sisters." Anthony Joseph, the parish councillor, advised the youngsters on planning for life. Miss Rosalind, a youth member, proposed the vote of thanks. Generosity invites blessing, and the more generous you are, the more blessed you become. Love for one's own fellow man does not depend on having an established relationship, but on a magnanimous and thoughtful heart and attitude towards others. This is something that we got to witness in the actions of Don Bosco Society, Shillong province, under the leadership of Reverend Father James Tirnyang. The society is now reaching out to the needy in society with aids that have come from across the seas, from the Polten district of Austria to be precise. Assistance were provided to the inhabitants of Umpling and Nongra with the support of the Sisters of Visitation Sisters of Don Bosco under the leadership of Sister Tasiana Siemle, Sister Superior. Sister Philomena Kurba compiled the names of the households there, while Sister Yoris M. Lingdo and others volunteered in distributing the aid packages to more than 90 families in the area.
Sister Superior, Sister Principal Yoris Philomena. But Baruch Sister Kibala Tip, but Kibala Wewat Yafi, Panangradao, John Hane. They Shwabanga Sabatai Kindiat, Nakuaban Aikalat pada Lukas, Ibadan Bani Hapo Matthias Institute, Idei Padar, Ibala dia ka graduation haka theology, Tangan Mitai Tanglai, Master Theology, Haga juga for kan kecing I jungai ada iwei priu iba I pelat ia kipatuk kamta mahakan face keberingkong kecing yarap kecing ngatip ulamare ia kena ke skor borok keleng pada yarap ia itu yin pisan iong ki migrant family ki bana iwei state dengan syukwa pan IE kalat kan pareng pe kasih umelele namar ba insaya tu ia kata ke experience kecemu kamtam hakile kisni wanada I long student ane long I barak record rai kuno mayu involve ya kene gajing yarap kejum I kamtam shekibru. So further I give you a chance to share your experience, especially in this work and especially the work you have done in the last few months.
Nade Father Lucas no one Manipur and second half pareng mo. This year, when the pandemic began, especially the boys and girls and people from different states in Shillong were settling down, they had a difficulty in meeting the food, shelter, everything. And they are staying in Shillong, far away from their own places. They have no food to eat. They have no money to pay the rent. So I decided, after much reflection, I have to go out of the box and do something. But for which...
Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.